Hello everyone, this is Verde, and today we're playing a little bit more this thing. And this guy is new here. The heart emoji thing. And I got a little bit downgraded in the leaderboard, but that's alright. So let's get started. I'll probably one day I'll figure out a way of getting into the leaderboard. That's just not my thing, you know. So we got X, and we got lightning. Both very interesting things. I suppose I'm thinking here. I like going for lightnings. I like it a lot, actually. Yeah, let's go for lightnings, but try to pivot it as next build, if you know what I mean. Like, let's try to make the X trigger the lightnings. There are a few cool upgrades for the X, which we could make use of, such as the Blood Reaver. The Blood Reaver is very nice. If we get Blood Reaver and some, I believe it is a quadruple A berry, we could have a very interesting build. I think. Yeah, that could be cool. So I guess let's increase my armor a little bit more. We could also try to go for one of the Lightning Storm upgrades, but I don't really think they are worth it. I believe I already told you guys why. So we won't be changing our speed. So eventually, by the sheer amount of videos, I think this game will dry up a little bit in terms of possibilities, but that's fine, honestly. By then, I believe I can start doing challenges, perhaps. I really like this game. And yeah. Oh, there we go, Blood Reaver. Got what I called for. I would like now the quadruple A battery and elementalist. The Blood River is funny. It makes it so that some of your kills create those red blobs that you see over there. It can get quite laggy if you get blob chance way over 100%. And there aren't that many KVs about the blobs. There are only two values. One for the blobs. One for the blob. I forgot the name of it. The blob chance, and other one for blob power, which I really don't know what it means, really. So my current approach is to attempt to make the blood of my enemies conduct lightning. Let's see if we can make that work. That would be fun. One very cool thing about having lightning as a thing there is the fact that you can basically start the game by doing lightning, you know. Blood Reaver is very strong, and it also has a very high knockback, so a knockback build isn't that impossible there. I wonder if I did a knockback build with any success on the channel, like a pure knockback build. I don't remember. There was that weird build that used knockback at the beginning and then fire. I believe it is the second video of this on the channel, but I could be mistaken. And then Chrono Swords. I won't be upgrading blob power. I want my blobs to stay weak. Honestly, because when I get blob chance to 100%, I don't really care. And lightning chance to 100%, I don't really care if my blobs die on the first hit. Like, they will be generating lightning nonetheless, you know. And they have very high attack speed. And I think their power scales off of something. I am not sure what, but I know that their power does not stay the same all throughout the game. Do I have high armor? Yes, 12. It's not high armor, but it's high-ish. This wave is a nightmare depending on your build. Thankfully, my build is pretty much good to dealing with this. Let's increase blob chance. Let's grab. Very funny how we are getting tons of blobs, and they are quite useless, by the way. But they are funny. They could be powerful, but I elected them not to be powerful. They will be mere conductors for my power. That sounded evil. See, they are now dealing 31 damage. Their damage scales somehow. I'm just not sure how. Excuse me. And funnily enough, the Elementalist can get more blob chance upgrades. I do not know why, but I guess blood is an element. Yeah, I guess blood is an element. Anyway, blob chance, yeah, thank you. I would really like either Elementalists or quadruple A batteries right now. Both of them would be very cool. Sadly, I cannot take both as off right now. And the better one would be Elementalist, to be honest. Because I am not really in a threat. Like, I do not need to get powerful right now. So, it is not a problem if my build doesn't come aligned yet. Especially because I can just press the spacebar and kill a very big part of the screen. And the Elementalist makes my boosts a little bit more worth it. Every one of them, because I will only be investing in either defensive stuff, blob chance, or lightning stuff. And all of those are very much related to Elementalist. Like, Elementalist benefits all of them. Sadly, I did not get either. I could get this, so my bloody guys will... Nah. Let's reroll and see what we get. This one's nice. My blood things will stun my enemies. Let's get more lightning radius in the process. See, now that they stun my enemies... Yeah, it is just something. We don't really need to... It doesn't change that much, but in every 1v1 encounter, I believe they win. Actually, I believe I need a little bit more stun chance in order for them to win every 1v1 encounter very slowly, by the way. Oh, great, an extra boost. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get any of my important stuff right away, but that's fine. See, they they were able to stop that bad guy over there. I don't really care about range here. It is very important in this situation that we are in right now that we, how we can I say it, that we remove as many upgrades as possible, as many values as possible, so that, just so that, I forgot the name, forgot what I was talking, oh yeah, just so that when we finally get what we are looking for, we can upgrade as fast as possible, you know. Lightning damage is good. Increasing the count from 10 to 13 is good. I almost wish the current number would be there somehow, but that is a design decision, I guess. And you can always figure out the current number by averaging the numbers. I could get this, but I really don't want to change my blob power. I like the fact that they can just be small little things that soak up projectiles, kill some enemies for me, not that many enemies, slow down some enemies for me, really. I like having weak blobs. If they are strong, they can lag the game quite strongly. Especially if you have like over 100% blob chance. Yeah, that is a recipe for disaster. And whenever I press space, I get tons of blobs. Some enemies they are actually able to kill, which is nice. I believe they hit my enemies once per second, but I could be mistaken. See, they are pretty much able to neutralize some enemies. Like that tank over there, I believe he is neutralized. Yes, I don't need more stun duration. Great. And no stun chance. Let's remove that. We wait for our enemies to spawn, then we press space. And we grab that double damage because double damage is helpful. I do not know what the blob power is based on, but I'm starting to think it is based on my HP. They deal currently 30 damage, right? And I haven't picked health up in a moment, and they have been dealing 30 damage for a while. So I suppose their damage is equal to 10% of my HP. Static amount. See, they are still dealing 30 damage. That tested, right? If that's the case, I believe the Berserk is the best class for these kinds of things. Let me grab that setup over there. Now, some of my blobs should be dealing 31 damage. They aren't. Okay. That was just my impression then. Perhaps starting on the next wave, they will deal 31 damage. We could test it. Well, probably not changing the count here. So I have 2 blobs over there, and some more. They are still dealing 30 damage. So I have no idea what their damage is based on. Perhaps... I do not know if it is one of my stats. Or... just blob power. But the thing is, they started the game dealing 25 damage. And now they're dealing 30 damage. And I'm dying. Sorry I had to stay quiet a little bit because I am dying. And dying is much... I would prefer avoiding dying if I could. So let's get some region. I really have no idea on what these blobs are, what their damage is based on. But it is based on something, isn't it? I haven't increased blob damage at all, blob power at all, since we started. By the way, the boss is neutralized. I believe. Like, you can't move. There is an enemy inside the boss. Or there looks to be an enemy. Perhaps there was an enemy inside the boss. There isn't anymore? Yeah, not cool. Nothing that I really want here. Let's grab less cooldown. None of this is worth it. Let's grab more blobs. Yeah, that is a good idea. Because they do something. Actually, by this stage of the game, they just stun my enemies a little bit. But they soak up projectiles, which is honestly great. And I think these pillar enemies, they are able to damage me. Perhaps that's what killed me that time. So we don't need more stun duration. Kills me. Oh. Yeah, the blobs are totally able to overwhelm my enemies, which is perfect. Perhaps their damage is based on... I don't know. Perhaps it is just a static number. And I'm misremembering things. That could be the thing. Perhaps my enemies were dealing that 25 damage, and I mistook it from the blob damage. Yeah, that must be it. It is, however, very funny that the blobs are able to completely overwhelm some of my enemies. Almost, almost an terror movie scene. Perhaps an horror movie. My enemies being completely surrounded by solid blobs of blood that completely overwhelmed them and drowned them. Yeah, that sounds like an horror film for me. I would be terrorized. Whoa, 900 damage there. We can then press a space. If anything, this run shows how how strong the lightning storm is. I don't have to do basically anything for this to be powerful. I mean, I just press space sometimes, eventually, and things die. Let's get more blobs. And sure, I have the blobs to slow down the endless march of the enemies towards myself. However, it isn't that helpful. Okay, they kinda soak up the projectiles. I can give them that. A single blob is capable of killing a single tank enemy, given its time. And I'm starting to have a few of them lying around. But I would like them to be electric. You know? Would love them to be small lightning emitting blobs, you know? That would make my day. A single AA battery. I don't even need a elementalist by this point. Actually, it isn't AA battery. I believe it is S tier battery. Not battery thing, you know. Really don't need to change my width there. Oh look, the slugger. It is getting totally overwhelmed by blood. There is one specific boss which is actually giving me the creeps right now when I think about it, which are the twins. That is because the twins is a boss that is... Let me hit it a little bit to help the blobs. Because otherwise we are not getting anywhere. There we go. Crown of Swords, huh? I don't want it. I don't want Crown of Swords. Perhaps Wizard? No, I don't want a Wizard either. Perhaps Critical? I don't know. Perhaps Crown of Swords, or just to remove it. Yeah, Crown of Swords is nice. Blob chance. Let's get lightning radius here. Let's be responsible. They have 100 health, by the way. Oh, Mint Buddy. The cool thing about... Have I removed stun chance already? No. Stun time already? No, I didn't. So I kind of perma-stun enemies that get close to me. Which is fine, which is nice. Which is another layer of protection. Yeah, let's increase blob chance. Oh, more lightning radius. Yeah, I mean, this spacebar, this spell here that I got, is way too overpowered. Now that I see about, now that I take a look at it, right? Because look at this. I can't even move. Where are my enemies? I don't even need to do anything. Like, oh, there are some enemies here and there, but... I want that boost! Game! Let me get my boost! I got my boost. I'm fine. Yeah, the issue about the twins that I was mentioning. The issue about the twins is the following. I'll probably won't be able to dodge them because of a certain situation. And the twins is the only boss in the game, the only enemy in the game really, that has a piercing attack. Let's grab more blobs. Yeah, it lags the game a little bit when the blobs are created. And all the other times too. I believe it has something to do with their collisions. Because that mob is not moving. Oh god, I almost died right there. Just because I went inside the thing there. See, I cannot move. When I press space, I refrain from my ability of movement for a little bit. Let me get this. Oh, I don't think I did. I wasn't paying attention. I will not increase blob chance anymore. Let's increase the charges a little bit. Just to make it a little bit safer. Will not increase blob chance anymore. I already think it was a mistake going over 100%. So lightning radius. Yeah, it was a mistake going over 100%. I'll probably die to lag. It is funny. It gets to a point that it starts dropping frames. But suddenly everything is alright once more. See, now we're dropping frames. I believe it has to do with collision. With the blobs colliding with each other and pushing them like a castle simulator. Yeah, more charges. Hello, Spitter. Would you like being completely overwhelmed by blood? Would you enjoy that? I don't even know what's there that they are fighting. Oh, the Spitter. There you go. Eventually he's going down. I think. I believe the blobs have a duration. Nothing that really strikes my fancy. So there are some of enemies there, here and there. So this boss right here of this map is the one I'm scared of. So let's get an inhumane amount of armor. Let's press space a little bit more often, yes. More lightning radius. More lightning damage. I still have no way of actually generating said lightning with my blobs, mind you. I would love to, but I don't. Great. Let's remove the... reduce the knockback from my lightning a little bit. This is lagging the game a little bit, too. Once they uncluster up, this becomes tolerable. 2 more charges. That's nice. But now they are clustered up, and it becomes not tolerable. Eventually, great. This is totally feasible. At least I'm well protected. Somewhat. Nice slideshow. Nice slideshow we got going here. At this point, there are so many particles that they are almost a liquid. I mean, to fix this situation, I very much could. I probably won't get a ton of region. Have I deleted region? No. And stand in the bogs. So the blobs get absorbed by the blobs. That is a possibility. Actually, I'm considering that more and more as my game progresses, my slideshow progresses. Something in me tells me that I wasn't supposed to get over 100% blob chance. And I say what isn't the thing that suggests me that the frames. Yeah, the frames aren't telling me anything right now. So this is the twins. One of them is already neutralized. The one attempted to attack me. I won't forget that so my safest option here is to just wait until that twin is neutralized. It won't be doing much, really. It is completely surrounded. I almost feel bad for the twin, you know? Let me try to... Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Where is it? It is outside of the map. It is dead. Great. Let's get Elementalist. Because we know no shame. And we want our spacebar to feel a little bit better. Great, this map, there isn't that much bog, so my blobs are a little bit freer to go. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing lag-wise. Suppose that is a bad thing. I could also stand right next to the bog. Oh, pudding. Like here. There we go. It is time for... I have nothing to do anymore. Just watch the slideshow. Because my blobs are now able to generate lightning by themselves. And all it took was a slideshow. I don't think I will be getting to that. Thankfully my... Oof. I have no idea of what I'm doing. The game is red. And there are some flashes going around. You know? He can remove lightning knockback. I will increase lightning chance, lightning radius. Many blobs died during that wave transition. Okay, this is a World War II sounds, some World War II sounds going. I don't really know what's happening. I don't think I really care. I don't think I'm dying. Because of the sheer amount of blobs around me. And due to the fact that they now are spawning a little bit more spaced apart, I think that my game is running a little bit better. Might be wrong. The chance of some projectile reaching me is very low. Even though my blobs individually are very weak, they together form a very big red army, which is capable of anything, especially overwhelming the bourgeois, which I'm thinking it's what they are doing. I don't know. Yeah, I really have no idea of what I'm doing. Oh, actually, I have a perfect idea of what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing, really. I'm just watching the Red Army explode the enemies of the... Oh, I am a little bit unprotected by southwest right now. Come on, Red Army, fix that. Do you want me to get shot? Okay, the Red Army didn't let me get shot. Great. And the thing is, I cannot really move, given my current state. More lightning. Very fun. If I would change anything about this thing, I would make it a little bit smaller, the army. Because, well, as you can see, we cannot play the video game. I might as well alt-tab while this thing is going. Good thing I don't have to play the game, otherwise I'll probably be dead by now. Let's get more lightning. Let's get some regen too. That is a good idea. Yeah, excuse me. Thank you. Let's get back to my position there. I needed to do some revolutionary task, I suppose. Yeah, I need to get that thing. Almost. Oh yeah, I got it. Actually, I didn't really get it. The Red Army got it from me. Why did I press space? Anyway. Is the oyster strong enough to do something against the Red Army? I suppose it just tells me how much I need to reduce the knockback from lightning. The oyster is dead. Down goes another member of the bourgeois. Let's see what here can help me. I know this one doesn't. This one also doesn't. This one, yeah, let's grab that. I would like more lightning chance. Oh yeah, we can have like all the lightning. Excuse me? Oh, thank you. Now every time one of my Red Army members touches a thing, lightning falls on it. Yeah. Mao Zedong wasn't lying when he said something about prolonged popular war. This thing is very long given the frame rate. Thankfully, I believe the video might have a little bit better frame rate than actually, that doesn't make sense. Anyway. Yeah, it is working. It is beating the game. I am taking literally no risks because there is never a straight line between me and my enemies. I won't be deleting this. I will be increasing lightning related stuff. Because there is never a line of sight between me and my enemies. Therefore, most of my enemies are really incapable of touching me. Due to the Red Army. And there is some yellow flashes here and there too. I mean, it doesn't get any more cummy than this. Releasing a static. Let's say very slowly. I don't even know if OBS will record this thing properly. Thankfully, their AI is very simple. So it kind of works in groups like that. But just a bunch of approximations, really. Let's see. It kind of looks like a fluid if you speed up. It's like 10 times, possibly. I do not know. There are some of them which are dying due to I forgot the name of it. Time. They time out. Great. My frames are back. Just in time so I can make some decisions. I don't really want attack speed there. Yeah, some tough decisions. That is something. Very difficult and important decisions. Great. Let's go back to the middle. Grab that speed up, that is very necessary. I'm not dealing a lot of damage. None of my red warriors are. However, we have a dream, I suppose. The fact that they stun is most of the reason why they are able to do this. By the way, like if I didn't have the Basilisk guy, they wouldn't be able to fight one-on-one with those guys. They can just do that because their first hit stuns, and then they just don't have to trade anymore. Otherwise, this red army would not be sufficient. At least not without individual power, blob power upgrades. Blob power upgrades might do the trick by making them tankier and everything here, but still, what a slideshow. Let's see, let's get some armor, I suppose. Let's take a look at the biggest member of the bourgeois, the last boss of the game. Let's see if he is able to do anything against the red army. The ever-growing red army. Possibly, he has a ton of health. Like, the amount of health that boss over there has is very much problematic. And the number of lightnings per second is increasing, which means that it is somehow killing my blobs. Or perhaps my blobs are organized in a way that it reduces lags. Yeah, I believe... Yeah, the lag is over. Yay. It is very funny how the lag suddenly goes out. When, Oh, okay, the red army has won. Great. That took a while, but here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, that communist propaganda slideshow that I showed to you guys. And if you like it, don't forget to like it, subscribe, comment, those kinds of things. It really helps me keep doing what I do. So I hope to see you guys next time.